guys, in this video I'm going to talk about gear dosages. So before I get started, I'm just going to light up a cig. Alright guys, so yeah, gear dosages, gear strength, gear concentration, all the same shit. But let's jump right into it. So fucking, you know, with gear mostly being on the black market and stuff and farm grade stuff. Yeah, there's companies that'll say there's farm of this and farm of that, but truth is most of it comes from the same shit. In fact, you know, I've seen, like, you know, I mean, labs change names all the time because, you know, they lose their reputation. Someone badmouths them, another company badmouths them, another lab, you know, talks shit about them, whatever. But that's not the point of this video, right? The point of the video is to talk about concentrations. So let's keep this short and sweet. So, you know, don't set yourself up for disappointment when it comes to buying gear on the black market. A common thing I like to say is that if you can't afford to test the concentration of your gear, just overdose it, right? It's not going to kill you. It's not going to hurt you any. You know, if you're going to take the risk of taking gear, then, you know, be prepared to take the risk of potentially overdosing it. So, say you want to take 100 milligrams of Trenace, right? Label says 100. You're probably going to get 100. You inject 1 cc. It's usually how Trenace is labeled, right? Very, very unlikely that it's going to be underdosed just because Trenace in nature, you know, it gives you the cough, you know, gives you night sweats, like, right away. You feel it in your lungs, you can see the color of it. Trenace in its raw form has a bit of a smell to it. Yeah, and that's it, you know, so, but let's just say, you know, let's say equipoise, right? There's a good chance that your equipoise could be underdosed, or say Mastron. You know, a lot of times even the providers, even the suppliers and the sources don't always know what they're putting into their gear, because in raw form, Mastron, Primo, Test, DHT, what else, fucking, yeah, those, they all look the same, they all smell the same, they all have the same consistency, so even the labs don't know what they're putting in there, right, half the time. And so for that reason, you generally want to take your Mastron at a bit of a higher dose than you would expect to take it. So if the Mastron label says 200, you want to take, say, 200, right, that day. Take maybe 300 or 400, right, even though the label says 200. Because in reality, there's a good chance that it could be 100, 150, 50. You know, Mastron's pretty expensive. So a lot of times they'll just put Test in there. Now, obviously, when it comes to orals, you don't want to do that. You know, when it comes to the very hepatotoxic stuff, usually it's properly dosed. And if it's not properly dosed, don't fuck around with that. Because you can cause cirrhosis, you can cause severe liver damage, you can cause all kinds of shit. But with your common injectables, yeah, I would say overdose it a little bit. You know, equipoise, if you're going to take equipoise, you're going to get a high red blood cell count regardless, so you might as well just go in all the way. And equipoise is one of the drugs where you got to take a high dosage anyways. And another thing about equipoise that I realized is that if you have 2 bottles of equipoise in, say, grapeseed or MCT oil or cottonseed or whatever oil, right, the higher the concentration of the equipoise, the more viscous it's going to be. Because equipoise in its raw form is like a thick, viscous, syrupy oil. It's like It's kind of an off orange color in its raw form. I don't know if orange, like an off brown. It's like a very, very light brown, light orange in its raw form. It's like a syrup, and it has a very strong smell to it. So, you know, because of the ester attached. The ester is kind of what gives it the smell. And, you know, the hormone itself does give it a smell. In fact, boldenone has been researched and has been found to be a pheromone in some animals. Some animals naturally produce it as a pheromone, you know, to attract mates. But anyways, yeah, usually the more fucking viscous it is, the higher the concentration. So if your bottle says 250, right, and it's going in like really fast, you don't have to press too hard on the plunger, then it's probably 250. Now if it says like 600 or 400 or 500, you know, and it's just going in really fast like a regular 250, then it's probably not that. It's probably not. Now, boldenone is usually a pretty cheap drug. It's pretty cheap in its raw form. It's kind of hard to fake just because of the consistency, the smell, the feel, everything. You know, if you open the bag, if you open like a package of raw boldenone and you accidentally get some on your hand or your gloves or whatever, hopefully gloves, if you're fucking, you know, making raw, you know, brewing your own gear, you should be, you know, taking all the necessary steps to sanitize yourself and your environment. But that's going to be another topic. Yeah, that's about it. There's fucking acne on my face right here. It's really fucking annoying me. But I can't get it out of, you know, out of the fucking picture. It's like I'm as close as I can to the fucking camera. I'm like hunched over. But, you know, yeah, that's about it. So I think that wraps it up for this video. Kept it short, kept it sweet, got to the point. Long story short, if you're doing with injectables, just overdose a little bit. You know, not too much. You don't have to double dose, you don't have to triple dose, just a little bit. Because there's a pretty good chance that your gear is underdosed. Obviously, if it's fake, like if you buy Primo or Masteron and it's just test, then, you know, you're fucked. Or if it's just plain oil, then you're fucked. So, you know, at least test for quality, you know, for a qualitative test. You can buy like little Roy testers for like $20 a pop, but to actually get actual toxicology done on it is a little more expensive. And I understand, you know, that just the cost of getting toxicology done on one compound, unless you're taking like, you know, 10 grams of that compound a week, you know, it's like money that you can save up for your next cycle. So I don't know. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Peace out, guys.